welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here or if you're coming over from the playlist, welcome. I'm Holly and I'm very happy to have you here. Today I'm sharing with you another collaboration video. This one is for chili. Today is National Chili Day, so we are making different types of chili recipes that you can try for your family, and I really think you're going to find a lot of different types of chili recipes. They're not going to be the same thing, I don't believe. So I think you'll have a lot of recipes to choose from. And it is being hosted by Jim from Jim's Kitchen. And he is a great guy. If you like cooking and some laughter along the way, go and check his channel out. He is fun to watch. I really enjoy watching him. And he has a great sense of humor. I love his jokes at the end of the videos and things. So he's a really great YouTube content creator. So please go and check his channel out. And I'm gonna leave the playlist down below in the description box. So please make sure to go and check everyone's videos out for this and give them some support as well. If you like cooking and baking type videos, I do share recipes on my channel, and I do grocery hauls every now and then. I will also do what I cooked for dinner type videos. I'm trying to get more into doing those where I show more than one recipe that we've had during the week. And it may not always be something that's new. It may just be something it could be something I'm taking out of the freezer cooking, but it might give you an idea of things that you may want to cook for your family. And I like to watch those type of videos as well, because it does give me ideas on what I can cook for my husband and myself. But if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you click that subscribe button down below. It doesn't cost anything, it's free, and you just hit that little bell notification that's there, and that will notify you when I post new videos, so you can see what I'm making on my channel. And I hope that you would decide to do that. I would love to have you here and become a part of my YouTube family. Now I'm going to show you what it is I made for this National Chili Day collaboration. I hope that you enjoy the video. On this National Chili Day, I am making a easy Instant Pot Chili Mac recipe. It's a little different than a regular chili recipe, but very easy. So for this, you will need 3.5 cups of water, and it called for a 14-ounce can of like a Rotel diced tomatoes with the chilies. I'm adding a half a can to this just to kind of get that amount. 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, half a tablespoon of cumin. The recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of salt, and you do need the salt in this recipe because of the noodles. And you will also need 2.5 cups of elbow macaroni, and you can use, this is a large size because that's what I had, but if you have the medium size you can use that as well. 1 cup of shredded Colby Jack cheese. It does not call for black pepper or garlic powder, but I'm adding it because I just feel like it's going to need that seasoning, and it did. You will also need 1 pound of ground beef as well. Even though this is an Instant Pot recipe, this can definitely be made on the stove. But on the Instant Pot, you want to put it on a saute mode and then add the garlic powder, pepper, whatever you're going to add. Also, you would add half a teaspoon of salt at this point, and you would just cook that meat through completely. And then you want to drain off any grease that's there. If you're using a leaner meat, it probably wouldn't have as much that you have to drain off, if at all. And once the meat is cooked and drained, add that chili powder on top, and it says not to stir it, just to layer it on top. And then you will do the same with the cumin and just layer that on top as well. Now this is where you would also add the salt, so make sure that you add a half a teaspoon of salt to this part of the meat. I did not add it, that's what I was showing, I wasn't adding it, but if you wanted to, you can. And then add the macaroni, and you don't want to stir this at all, so To not disturb anything, I'm just pouring that water towards the side of the pot. Make sure that the noodles are submerged in the water. So just press it down, and that will help it cook better. Add the Rotel tomatoes, and as I said, it's a 14-ounce can is what they're asking for, but this is 10 ounces. I've never seen a 14-ounce can. So I'm just adding that, and then adding the half a can that I also opened. And the other half I just froze, so that way I can use that in another recipe. And you want to just spread that out. Same thing, just try not to disturb any of it. But you want it to kind of be evenly distributed. Then add the tomato sauce and just do the same thing and just spread it out the best that you can. You will put the lid on, put this under pressure for 4 minutes on high, and then once that 4 minutes is up, then you will immediately vent this manually. So you will turn that little venting switch. Now make sure it's on high, and also turn off the keep warm setting. And as soon as this is done, you want to make sure to vent it right away and let all that pressure come out. And once you do, you can open the lid and then stir it. And you can see the larger noodles are, it makes it a little heartier, I guess. So the medium noodles would be fine in this as well. But like I said, that's what I had on hand. And you would also add that half a teaspoon of salt. I believe it was right before you would put it under pressure. Since I did not do that, and after I tasted it, I felt it was a little bland. So I did add the whole teaspoon of salt that was supposed to be added to begin with to this, and it worked out fine. Tasted good. Like I said, sometimes you need salt because, especially if you're cooking noodles or anything like that, spaghetti, whatever, you need salt in the water. And I usually do that, but we watch our sodium intake with things like this. But you would add that Colby Jack cheese and then just continue to stir it. It does thicken up, so even right before that, when you're stirring it, it just takes a little bit of time, but it'll about a minute. It will thicken up, and then once you add the cheese, it thickens up even more. And you can see I let it sit for about 5 minutes after doing that, and it was fine. You can add some more cheese on top, and this really was good. It really was a delicious meal, but like I said, can't stress enough about the salt. I'm always talking about not adding the salt, but this time you do need it for this. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to go and check Jim's channel out and the playlist down below. I appreciate y'all so much for watching, and I hope everyone has a blessed day. Thank y'all so much. God bless y'all.